I remember that back in 2022, I was preparing to deal forever with another person's imperfection for her, which was annoying me, and once I decided to deal forever with it, I felt mentally better than before in the day. It was probably because infinity in the physical world makes sense only for amount of possibilities. Because as infinity haven't got precise limit, it haven't got precise amount. And deciding to deal with something that annoys us forever for others requires infinite moral patience, something our brains cannot produce. This is when spacetime creates and gives us moral patience, which doesn't drop over time. It happens for Darwinian reasons, so that we can support each other and not go extinct. Who knows what else happens when this occurs? That's how science and philosophy related to human morality touches. My therapist said to me that what I just described is plausible. Where did Darwinian reasons originated from? Time and space are connected, and this connection led to expansion of space, which in turn led to creation of pure energy, which is a capacity for work. Space will continue to expand forever, but the conclusion that therefore infinite energy should be created is wrong. Infinity in the physical world makes sense only for amount of possibilities, for reasons I explained earlier. Instead of forever creating more energy, spacetime went easier way of creating intelligent beings to forever create more energy, maybe by repelling dark matter and ordinary matter. Or maybe through transcendence that I described above. Who knows what we can do with patience that doesn't drop over time. Patience that is being given to our brains by spacetime. Time and scientific progress will tell. Why space connected to time? Time is one moment occurring after another. Lack of time is a nonsense. This happens to have nothing to do with where does it come from. And space is where time exists. Everything needs to be located to exist. As a person with Asperger's, I think visually, and this is how I know this about space and time. Two other people with Asperger's and with similar interests confirmed my thinking to be right. Time without beginning would mean that eternity must have already passed. Eternity can never pass, it just goes on and on. But if marking the beginning of time is to occur, then it is already done, as eternal past never existed, which creates paradox, doing something that is already done. If time without beginning is to be substituted for the one with a beginning, then it is also already done, as eternal past never existed, which also leads to the mentioned paradox, doing something that is already done. Funny that the lack of time is a nonsense couldn't start the time, as it is contained within what it led to. Time. This is why marking the beginning of time was possible only through an indirect action of connecting space to time. Earlier in the video, I mentioned transcendence. Another way science and philosophy related to human morality touches is that in between two moral levels, or in simpler words, in between how moral two people are, there is infinite amount of possibilities how moral we can be. And when making some choices, human brain works in a certain way directly because of this fact. Like I said, infinity in the physical world makes sense only for amount of possibilities. The best way to achieve this transcendence is to have a choice between making more rare something we like for others and resigning from it forever. As human brain works in a certain way because of the mentioned fact, the brains are seizing that as an opportunity to develop new abilities as with all new activity in the human brain. This is the theory I heard on YouTube or TV.